I've got 8 minutes to figure out the case of Arch Fletch, a man who, after I digitally rebooted his corpse, was more concerned about the status of his mistress, Alfonsina, than who killed him. And when my former partner, Borghouts, gave me the pay data on where Alfonsina was, he also told me she was a woman wanted for several crimes. Now FletchBOOT wants me to help him hide his mistress in exchange for a bribe.
So what's it gonna be, Neibauer? Look, I know in my heart Alfonsina is good, and this is all just a misunderstanding. But we gotta do something soon before that cop Borghouts gets here and arrests her. What would you do if you were me, and she was that woman you were talking about before? Wouldn't you do anything and everything for Minuet? Look into her eyes and tell me that's not the case.
I do what FletchBOOT asks. Not only do I understand him, I make the breakthrough this case desperately needed.
No one move. Sorry, Neibauer. I'm a better bastard than I am friend. Alfonsina Molina, aka Loriana Miasma, you're under arrest.
Can't arrest her.
You're minutes away from end of lining. You're in no position to...
FletchBOOT is right, and I ask Vivienne to confirm my suspicions.
Your scan is confirmed, boss. I confirm only 2 meat bodies. You and Borghouts.
So Alfonsina is dead? Since when?
She died 5 months ago. Car accident. I knew Bob Trey was a holographer, and I paid him a lot of money to recreate her. I didn't have any photos of us. I was able to reconstruct every bit of her from memory. Her laugh, her nervous twitch of biting on her thumbnail.
A holographic projector? It's the old school.
The projector allowed for the hologram of Alfonsina to last longer than a 5-hour reboot. This is what Bob Trey moved before he was killed. This is a store we used to shop at.
Archie, what's happening?
I'll always love you. Remember that.
FletchBOOT is decomping. End of line. 3, 2, 1.
So what happens to me now?
Why didn't he just tell us from the beginning that she was dead?
When you're a hologram that's walking memory, it's hard to tell what's real and what is ephemera. Or maybe when you tell yourself a lie enough, the lie becomes real. I hate to admit it, but Borghouts is right about Alfonsina. When FletchBOOT told me to look into her eyes, I saw what I saw countless times in the NYPD. I saw the eyes of a criminal. Vivienne digs and finds the hidden account that had over 800,000 in it. The account was recently cleaned out, and with Borghouts' help, we track Alfonsina via security camera from the bank to the pier, where she plans to make her escape. When I approach her, she plays it like a pro. She doesn't react too big, and she keeps an eye out on her escape routes. But I tell her that my friend Borghouts isn't going to let her go anywhere. It's time to talk.
I needed to get the codes from him so I could break into a vault in Sokoli. Once I did that, I faked my own death so he wouldn't come looking for me. And then I find out that the idiot has created some kind of holographic version of me, probably to act out some kind of pervy fantasy. I'm a wanted woman. I can't have some holographic reproduction of me around. I had to get rid of him and his partner. They knew too much.
I tell her about what Arch Fletch sacrificed to make sure her memory was preserved. He was willing to give up everything for the memory of something that never was. And I need to know from her how she feels about that, if she feels anything at all. As I head home, Vivienne patches through Arch Fletch's widow. She is tired and scared. She's worried that I'm going to say what she already knows. She's scared that she's as smart as she thinks she is. But I tell her that in my line of business, it's memento ergo sum. I remember, therefore I am. I tell Mrs. Fletch that if she remembers her husband as an honorable man, then that's what he is. If he remembers him as loving, then that's what he was. Who am I to say otherwise? As for his killer, I tell her it was a woman named Alfonsina who killed Arch and his friend Bob, then tried to flee the country with the cash she's fleeced from people over the years. Case closed.